Hi everyone, welcome. I'm not sure if you are there yet, if you can see me, if you can hear me, if it's already live for you guys. I hope it is. Welcome everyone, welcome to your angel guidance. Your pick a card, angel guidance. This is the third week of June 2020. It's the week of June 15th through June 21st, and I'm here to connect with our angels to bring us their guidance. You guys will manage to pick your cards, as you know, and then receive the guidance for this week. And then we see how it goes. Just before I begin, before I forget, I always forget to say this during my live streams, but if anyone watching this is new to my channel, welcome. My name is Maria. My name is Maria. I receive you all here with so much love and so much gratitude in my heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Nandita, my sweetie, welcome. I'm so glad to see you live with me. And yeah, welcome everyone. If it's your first time here, remember to subscribe, of course, to be part of our beautiful Souls tribe. I hope you guys are doing well today. I can see there's a couple of people with me. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome, my dear. Um, and yeah, so let's check with the angels what we need to be focusing on. Okay, there's so much energy always going on. This entire year, we're gonna have a lot of events, a lot of portals, a lot of things happening in order for us to grow. I'm pretty sure most of you are feeling these energies of shifts, of changes coming to your life in so many different ways. People are moving, people are going to a different place, moving from one house to another, from city to another city. Solange, olá. So there, in so many levels, changes are happening for all of us. People changing their job, or living some old and negative relationships and all this stuff. And it's amazing because in different ways every single person is going through something, but in the other hand, we are all so close to one another and so connected and so together in this, that we kind of we can see that everyone is changing somehow, so we're not alone in the journey. And it's wonderful to see how much the universe is actually supporting us in all of this. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you and to support you as much as I can in this whole journey. It's part of this journey. It's part of human being to be constantly shifting and changing. It's part of the package, and we need to accept change without resistance, but embracing it and understanding that every single change in our life is for the best, is for our growth, is for what's it's for exactly what's best for us in that moment. We need to trust more instead of resisting so much and thinking so rationally, but going through the heart, going from the heart, and moving forwards towards a better life, searching for more, looking for more, and always returning to ourselves and connecting with our inner truth. Iliana, welcome, my dear. First time here. I'm so glad to see you. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Who else? Wayne, hi. Blessings, Wayne. Blessings to you too. I'm so glad to see you guys here talking to me today. I'm glad to see you guys talking. Uh, but anyways, that's what I wanted to start this live stream with, just in order for you guys to understand that we really are one. There is no other way for us to really understand life if we don't understand that we are so connected with one another, that no one is better than no one, and everyone is one in this whole journey. And actually it's really beautiful because just the other day the angels were telling me about all these things that are happening now because of racism and all this and all these things, these unfortunate events that are happening now. But then they told me this is actually happening exactly because everything is shifting, because the human race is actually evolving, is actually opening the consciousness and understanding what really matters right now. And all of this is in order for us to become one. All of this is in order for us to have better relationships with ourselves, meaning with other people, because when we're having good relationship with us, we are actually having good relationship with people around us as well. We see people as one, and that's the whole purpose of all of this. And it's actually beautiful to see that people are going for it, that people are fighting for things that truly matter, that are they are really embracing the wholeness, of this divine existence that we have on earth. And it's so beautiful to see this. So anyways, let me see what Wayne is saying. I'm on my path to disable my ego. I've realized suffering is an ego construct. True. Do we even need ego? Can it just be replaced with higher self? Wayne, the human experience is an experience of the ego. That's what this is. Okay, if you replace if you completely disconnect from the ego, it means you're not human anymore. It means you don't need to be on earth living as a human being, having the human being experience anymore. When the ego is completely gone, it means you ascended. It means you are an ascended being. You are an ascended master. That's what happened to the ascended masters. They completely surrendered to the ego, and they overcame the ego through many lifetimes in order for them to really ascend. But without the ego, we cannot learn. Without the ego, we cannot grow as a soul. We cannot evolve. We cannot ascend. Because the purpose of the soul is to experience itself in every possible way. And without the ego, we cannot experience the dualities of human life. You know what I mean? Without the ego, you don't know what fear is. So without fear, you don't know what peace actually means. It's the same as the day and the night. Without the sunlight, without the nighttime, you don't know what the sun means. You don't know what light means. And that's the purpose actually of the ego. The ego actually do have a beautiful purpose. It is here to help us have discernment, to help us understand the two sides of the story, to help us understand the dualities of ourselves. To understand that we are light, but we are also dark, that we have both in us. And when we understand that, we can use that light to shine over the darkness and to become a whole thing, to overcome the ego. That's the beautiful thing about the ego. So if you actually replace the ego by the higher self, they are actually here. You have both in you. You have the higher self and you have the ego as well. But ego is here, is human experience. And if you actually take it off, as I told you, you won't be a human being anymore. You won't have the physical experience anymore, so you will evolve. You will be living in another reality, in another dimension, not life on earth as a human being. Okay, I hope it's making sense. I hope you can understand what I mean. Let's see if you guys said anything else. Nandita, so well explained. Ego has to be filtered to grow. Exactly. Yes, without ego, we don't grow. Without the ego, we cannot learn. If the ego is not here, we don't learn anything, because when the ego is not here, it's like we know everything already. It's like we experienced everything already. Without the ego, there's no learning. If you go through something negative in your life, it means the ego was there to teach you, to show you, listen, this is not good. The ego is there to show you what's not good for you, to show you what's not positive for you, to give you the option of choosing the negative or the positive path for you. Because without the ego, we actually remove our free will. The ego gives us the free will, meaning that the ego gives us the options. The ego gives you the negative and the positive. The ego shows you both ways. Which one are you going to choose? If the ego is not there, it will be only light, it will be only love, it will be only alignment, meaning not life on earth, meaning no free will anymore, meaning completely surrender and completely ascended. You know what I mean? So the ego in the human experience basically is what truly gives us the free will, the choice, of guiding our lives towards what we want or towards what we don't want. You know, let me just see what you guys are saying. I feel that the world is slow during the day. I feel a lot of energy around it is confusing. The world is low during the day. The world is low. During the day, I feel a lot of energy around it. It's confusing. I don't really understand what you mean, Solange, but um, if you, I don't know if you're talking about the changes now in the world, but the thing is, the shifts that we're experiencing now, I think I've mentioned this before in a live stream, if I'm not wrong. The shifts that are coming to Earth right now, especially during this entire year, um, they are shifts in such a deep and profound and fast way that we, as human beings, we have never experienced before in our history of humankind. We have never experienced such a strong shift in humanity, in the human consciousness. It's actually extremely strong and extremely fast, but we don't feel it because again, we are extremely attached to timelines, to the time of things. We want things to happen now. We want things to have a resolution now. We want things, we want to wake up and have everything shifted. And no, when we're talking about energy, it needs to go to the core of the problem. It needs to go to the core of where the darkness is in order for that to really become light and shift. So when we're talking about a huge shift in the human consciousness, of course, it's not something that is going to happen in a month. It's not something that is going to happen in a year. But the amount of energy we are receiving to grow right now is so strong that, as I told you, if you compare it to the whole history of humankind, we have never had such a strong amplification of energy for us to grow. As always, again, we all have the free will and this will always be there, but the energy is so available to us right now for this growth that it can happen super fast if you hold on to it, if you allow yourself to go with it, if you allow yourself to change, if you allow your life to change, if you really take action, if you really go for your healing, go for your meditations, and really experience your spiritual life, then your shifts are going to be fast. They're going to be very supported. They're going to be very strong. Now, if there is resistance, or if people are not, if they are in some way resisting the change, in some way choosing not to change, even though they know, because everybody knows deep within themselves, they know what they need to do. But if they choose not to, then it's their choice, it's their free will again. But whoever chooses to go with the flow will be going with the flow, will be growing, in our own pace, of course, in a pace that is aligned with us, that is supporting for us, that is in a pace that our own energy can actually handle, because we can never have a super strong amount of energy if our body is not strong enough to hold on to that energy, to really process that energy. That's why it's really important to have, and I always talk about this, it's really important to be taking care of every side of us, the mind, the body, the soul, the spirits, the energy, and be always taking care of everything, because the more we are becoming one with all sides of us, the stronger we get and the faster this expansion happens. Okay, I don't know if it's making sense. I hope you know what I mean. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Let me just put the volume a little bit lower from the music. So let me see. So true, makes a lot of sense. Wonderful, thank you. I'm glad. Are you more angels posing as human? Are there more angels posing as human here? Not earth angels, but actually, Wayne, angels do not physicalize. Okay, they're not in the physical forms. No, they're not living life as human beings. This is not happening. But they are constantly with us, and they are doing so much work, especially now. They are really working hard. They're really, doing absolutely everything they can. They're all here. All the angels, their purpose is to help humankind. So they are here for us. All of them are here. Angels, archangels, and all the angelic beings. They're all here supporting us and guiding us in everything we need now. Especially because of all this ascension and everything that is happening. Okay, Wayne, they're not angels, they're not archangels, they are just this. I mean, this is a topic we can talk about in another video, but um, it's just souls that are more connected with angelic vibration. As much as there are souls that are more connected to the star seeds, or souls that are more connected to other kinds of light beings, ascended masters, for example, and they resonate so much with the angelic energy that we feel like they're angels. We call them even angels sometimes, right? If you're an angel. But angels, angelic beings, again, they don't live life as human beings. They're not in the physical form. What can happen is, now there is something that can happen when it comes to the angels. And this especially happens quite often with Archangel Michael. That's why he's so well known, because he's the closest archangel that we have, the closest to us, to human beings. It's the one that can bring his vibration closer to us in order for us to really feel his presence. Now, this is something that he does quite often, which is when we are in danger, for example, in a situation where you are in a very great danger and you're extremely fearful, and and you start to pray, somehow he can physicalize for a few minutes, turn into a human body, and go there and rescue you somehow, take you out of the danger, and then he disappears. Okay, this has happened, for example, to me a few times in my life, a few experiences where I was in danger and I was so fearful, and then somebody came and actually saved me, and I've never seen that person again in my life. Archangel Michael does this sometimes, okay? This can happen, but it's very briefly. He comes and he goes with the purpose of saving that person in that specific dangerous situation. Okay, let me see what else you're saying. Okay, I've met him. Okay, how can I ask you a question? Hi, Maria. My favorite. Okay, cool. It's here. It's in the chat. I'm talking to you guys here. Okay, Wayne. It's. I know people say different things, but that's what I've studied and that's my experience with them. That's what I've learned from the angels. That's what they tell me, how this works, But as I told you, as I always say, you guys, please understand there is no right or wrong. There's no truth, absolute truth in everything in life. We have to follow what resonates with us and what makes sense to us, because there's no right or wrong here, as long as you are following a path that resonates, that makes sense to you. Okay, as I told you, I know that many people talk about so many things about angels. For example, just today someone told me that Archangel Raziel is a fallen angel, and I was like, please no, Archangel Raziel is has such a high vibration. He's such a wonderful being. He has nothing of fallen angel in his energy. So it really depends on what you're following and on what you believe and what makes sense to you. Okay, just keep that in mind. Anyways, you guys, let's get to our cards. That's what we're here for. But I'm loving chatting with you guys today. You're so chatty. I love it. Now, I'm going to use 2 decks today. Okay, here they are. Let's see the main energy, and then what can we do to work on that energy for next week. Okay, the guidance holds the energy for June 15th through June 21st. All right, so I'm gonna get 3 sets of cards, and then you guys are gonna pick the card you want, as you know. For those of you who are new here, that's how this goes. So I got card number 1 here. Let me leave it like this. Let me get card number 2. Okay, number 2 is there. Okay, number 3 is here. Just stay with me. Let's get the other deck now. Cool. 1 is here, 2, 3, and now 3. Cool. Let's see, you guys. So before I bring the cards, as I always say, and I will always repeat in all of my pick cards, angel guidance, this is what I want you guys to understand. You're going to choose one card, right? One number. But please just take a deep breath and really connect with your heart and go for the first one that comes to your mind. Don't doubt it. Don't question your intuition. Don't question your heart. It's the first one. It's very brief. It's very quick. You know, it's not number 1 and 2. It's not number 3 and number 1. It's one number. That's the one you need right now. But as I always say, absolutely nothing in this world happens for no reason. Nothing happens for no reason. So please understand that the fact that you're here right now listening to this guidance, listening to all 3 cards, all 3 numbers, it means that all of them hold something for you. All of them do have something that you need right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching all of them, you know? So please understand that too. But the number you're picking today, the number you're choosing today is the main focus, is the main energy for you at this moment. All right, fair enough. So let's see. Let me just hold the cards so you can pick them. Number 1, number 2. Cool, there you go. 1, 2, and 3. I hope you guys can see it. So number 1 is here, number 2, and number 3. Please let me know when you're ready, and then we start. So 1, 2, or 3. Listen to your heart. Listen to your feelings. Listen to your intuition. Don't question yourself. Your heart knows what's better for you. It's time to really trust it, to really trust that inner voice, and allow the universe to speak to you. Allow the angels to speak to you right now through these cards. Okay? So just let me know. Write down in the comments below the numbers you're picking today. Cool. Number 2, number 2. Let me see one. Okay, I'm going with number 3 today for me. I always choose one, but it's, yeah, I'll get number 3 for me today. So I got 2s and 1s and 3s. Cool. All right, fair enough. Let's see, you guys. Let's start with number 1. Okay, so number 1s. Main energy for you. I love this. You actually got 2 very nice cards. We have the children card. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh, me and my cards falling on the floor. So my cards are always flying. And then I have Solange, don't doubt yourself. Stick with the first number. And then I have notice the signs. Okay, so children and notice the signs. So what are they're telling you guys during this week? First, you really need to be connected with your inner child, to be more playful, to be having more fun, looking for moments and activities during the day for you to have fun, for you to feel light, for you to feel playful, because when we are connected with that inner energy, we are more creative. We are the true selves, you know, the true us. So the angels are asking you during this week to be even more naive in a way. That's the word they're using, naive, but naive in a way that you don't see, you don't focus on the negative like a child. You know, you see the positive in things. You understand that everything is possible. You understand that if you want something, why not? You know, like a child thinks like this, right? You know, I want this, so why not? You know, I can do it. I can make this happen. And that's what they want for you. You have to have more hope. You have to trust more in yourself and in your own capabilities. And you really have to trust the signs. You're receiving many signs, especially next week. Make sure you're very sensitive to the subtle signs the angels will be sending you. Meaning you can receive signs from them through feathers, through coins you find on the street, or repetitive numbers, or maybe names of angels that you suddenly listen in cafes or in the supermarket or something, or even a song playing in the radio that, you know, the words really resonate with you. They just really want you to be connected with yourself in a way that you trust the signs that they are sending you, because there's a little bit of resistance when it comes to doubting. That's what they're showing me, as if you have, you are receiving the signs, but you're still questioning, is it real? Is it really coming from the angel? I've seen 1111. Is it really the angels telling me this? Or you found a feather and you keep questioning yourself. I mean, come on, really? Is this feather for me, or is this feather really from a guardian angel? Stop questioning that. That's what they're asking you. Embrace, because no one will give you that answer but your own heart. So you have to be very playful and very chilled and very trustful and very very light in your energy, in order for you to really embrace this signs and this beautiful way that they're sending you, to communicate with you, to show you they're there, to give you support right now, to even feel their presence in your life. Okay, so number one is, you really need this week to be more trustful when it comes to the angels, and when it comes to the universe in general, actually. And they're also saying, if you're connected with that inner child, if you're playful, if you're doing things that you think it's silly, but it's beautiful to be silly. That's what they're actually asking you. Be silly, just sing and dance and paint and just be creative. Be that child that you actually are. Because when you're doing that, you will begin to receive a lot of inspiration when it comes to your own journey, when it comes to the choices you need to make, when it comes to who you are, when it comes to your actual desires. So embrace that inner child and trust that the signs you're receiving, the inspirations, and everything that is coming to you is truly divinely guided. Okay, number ones, I love this. This is so sweet. Anyways, let me just drink my tea because I'm talking so much. Anyways, you guys, are you there? Got it? I don't know if you guys are there. I keep seeing the numbers fluctuating of the people watching me. Now, let's talk about number twos. Number twos, I like this. Number twos, you have healing and you have ask. Number twos, this is a week, as you can see, is a week of healing for you. Is a week where you really, please, they're saying this, please, please, please embrace your healing. Nothing will change if you don't take the next step, if you don't actually heal, if you don't actually heal the past, heal the experiences, heal the relationships, heal the beliefs. You really need this healing right now in order for you to become the true you, in order for you to really, expand in your life. There's a lot you've been holding on to. There's a lot that you need to let go of, and you need to open your heart for the healing that they are ready to provide you. And that's why they're giving you the ask cards. They're telling you that they are here to support you. They are here to help you in this healing journey. But they need, again, we were talking about this in the beginning, they need your free will. They need your request in order for them to bring you what you need, to give you the healing you need, to change things in you. And they're also saying this is not about telling them, I'll do what's best for me, I need to heal, so just heal me, whatever I need, heal in me, whatever I have, whatever I hold on to. And that's not the way to go, because they follow the law of the free will, and they can never intervene, they can never do anything for you if you have not requested that very specifically. So let's say you just broke up with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you're going through a heartbreaking situation. It's not just about telling them, I'll heal my heart. No, it's about really telling them, please heal this experience I had with that person on this day. Please heal these words that I heard on that day that this person told me that really hurt me. And please heal, be very specific as much as you can when it comes to your request. And when I'm talking about request, I'm talking about true surrender. I'm talking about prayer. I'm talking about a practice of really going within, digging within your feelings and looking for what truly hurts you, what truly makes you feel fearful, what truly makes you feel angry, and telling them, I am open. I open my heart for you. I open my heart for the healing. Please come with your healing light and help me go through it and help me heal these wounds within me that is causing so much pain or is causing so much difficulties in my life right now. But again, the more, if you're too general when it comes to your prayers, when it comes to this connection, to these requests, there's nothing much they can do, because even though they know, they know what's going on within you, you need to be aware of it as well. You need to stop and think about yourself as well. You need to look within. You need to understand yourself. That's the whole purpose of this. So that's what they're asking you this week. You do need healing and they know it, but you have to give yourself permission to heal. You have to give yourself time to heal, and you have to give yourself a break. You need to stop, look within, connect with yourself, understand, what exact situations happened before, what words have you heard before, what things have happened before that caused you any kind of hurt or any kind of pain. And those are the situations you need to ask them to go with their healing light and really start shifting and changing and releasing within you. Okay, number 2. It's so beautiful. Wow, I love this. It's coming from Archangel Raphael, by the way. Okay. I'm loving this life. Oh, I'm so glad you're loving it. Right, cool. 2 resonates to the core. Request prayers for healing. Exactly. Request prayers for healing. Okay? Please remember that. They're talking about, Raphael is also saying about healing for other people. If there's someone in your life right now that you want to pray for, that you want to ask for their healing, he's asking me to explain this to you guys. When we pray for other people, of course, their free will be there. Of course, the angels won't manage to do anything if the free will of that person is not allowing them to help them. But when we pray for other people, that means we're sending angels, we're sending love, we're sending light to that person, and that energy can shift their feelings and make their free will be open for the help. That's how prayer for other people actually happens. Okay, it's not that the angels will help because you have requested, but the fact that you're sending them closer to that people, the vibration around that person will be raised, and it will be easier for them to surrender as well. Okay, if it's making sense to you guys. Anyways, let's move to number 3. Are you guys ready? Let's see what they have. So, number 3, I love this. Number 3, I have body care. And I have giving and receiving. So, number 3 is a couple of things for you here as well. First, of course, as you can see, your main focus for next week is taking care of your body. Okay, number 3 is please pay attention that you might be forgetting your physical health during this journey. You might be disconnecting from your body because you're going too deep into your spirituality, into your spiritual practices, into expanding, into consciousness, into meditation. Please be mindful that your body needs you as well, because without a very strong and healthy body, it's like having a very weak castle. Eventually, if you keep bringing things into that castle, and bringing in and that castle is not strong, it's going to collapse. So they're asking you to really take good care of that inner castle that you hold in you, of that, the own home that you have within yourself, which is your physical body. It's really important that you are mindful about what you're eating, you're mindful about what you're drinking, you're exercising somehow. I don't know how it is for you guys, wherever you are. I don't know how the quarantine is now, but even if you're home, Try to exercise somehow at home, but you have to really be taking good care of your body with kindness, with love. They're also talking about please be careful with addictions. You know, if you're looking for a change in your life, if you're looking for growth, if you're looking for uh, expansion of your awareness and ascension of your soul, you really need to start letting go of all these toxic things that you bring into your body, meaning, you know, food and drinks, and as I told you, even some kind of addictions like cigarettes or alcohol or anything else, even medication sometimes. So please be careful about this. You have to be very, you know, nourishing your body in every possible way, bringing more fruits, more vegetables into your diet, you know, taking longer showers, really being kind to you, loving your physical body, being proud of your physical body. Stop. They're also talking about this. Stop pointing fingers into your body and saying that, oh, this looks bad, or this is not good, or, you know, if someone tells you, oh, you're beautiful, you say, oh, come on, no, you know, I'm fat, or, you know, I put on weight, or whatever, you know, oh, I hate my hair, or I hate this. No, stop talking about your body in a bad way. You need to love your body, and you need to nourish your body. You need to take care of your body, because that's your home, that's your castle, as I told you, and your castle needs to be strong enough in order for it to hold all the light you're about to receive, and you are already receiving during your expansion. And then we also have the giving and receiving card here. So they're also talking for number threes. They're also asking you to, both cards actually, if you look at them, they're both angels in nature. So if possible, number threes, they're asking you, please go to nature, go for a walk, or let's just go to your balcony and breathe some fresh air during this week. You know, take some moments to do that and to really be more connected with the universe through nature, because nature is the most abundant source of energy in our planet. So they're asking you to go to nature whenever possible during this week, and to be mindful, as they say, to be mindful about giving and receiving right now. You need to understand that everything needs to be in balance. Now, this is what they're actually saying. It comes from Archangel Raphael again. Yeah, he's here again. What he wants with this card is actually, you know, he's saying, no, I'm not going to that path where we're talking about how much you give, how much you receive. What he wants with this card is actually the balance between what you're eating and, you know, between what you're doing for your physical body and what you're doing for your spiritual body and what you're doing for your energy, finding that balance. Because again, this is not just about doing and doing and doing everything for your spirituality and completely neglecting your physical health, or even the other way, you know. But if you guys are here, it's probably because you're much more spiritual. But but even the other way, you know, just, you know, exercise and exercise and exercise, and completely forgetting about your meditations and your, you know, your moments with yourself, and just being more connected with yourself. You need to find this balance. Okay, number threes. Yes, you need, okay, he's also saying this. Yes, you do need to work. You have a lot to do. You have to find moments to yourself. You have to be very organized right now, number threes. Organizing your life in a way where you can become one, where you're taking care of the body, taking care of your mind, your emotions, you're taking care of your health, of your spirituality. You're becoming one. If you're here to expand, you need to start focusing in all sides of you and looking forward to really connect everything, every side of you as one. You have to have attention to everything that lives within you. You're not just one thing. You're not just a spiritual being. You're not just a physical body. You are the entire universe here. So you have to be very mindful about the whole you. Okay, number threes. Anyways, you guys, I hope this resonates with you. Please let me know if it's resonating. Anyways, as always, I just hope you guys, this is what I always say as well, but I just hope you understand that, um, I mean, don't take these guidances just because, you know, don't let it slip away. Don't listen to this and just, you know, close this live stream now and just feel in your heart, oh, this was nice, this was very cute. But then you just, you know, cross your arms and you do nothing. You continue the same way. You know, these are little drops of light to your mind, to your awareness, to your soul, and it's little, you know, ways that the universe finds to really guide you to the best path for you. So please take this not as just, you know, an angel guidance, but really understanding how divine these messages are, and understand that they really come from a high, super high vibration, from source, from a place where all there is unconditional love, and all that the angels want is to see you happy and see you living with purpose and see you really connected with yourself and with your heart. So there is a reason why they're doing this. There is a reason why they're guiding us. So please understand that you're here because you needed this, and because this is really something that can help you right now. So embrace this, okay, you guys. So Lanji, a gray feather means it depends on the way, on the type of the feather, but feathers in general are just angel messages or angel signs. So any kind of feather, okay, they're always angel signs. They're always signs that the angels are, you know, living on your path to show you, listen, I am here. Usually it comes from the guardian angel, okay, the feathers, especially if there's tiny, there's smaller ones. But it's just a sign from the angels. I don't really attach to the colors of the feathers, because, you know, there are feathers that are so rare to find, like, I don't know, a red feather. And if I connect the red feather, for example, to Archangel Uriel, it means he's never with me, because how often, what is the, you know, what is the possibility that I'm ever gonna find a red feather? So I don't really attach to the colors, but for me, every time I find a feather, I just say thank you to them, and I take it and I bring it home, because I know that they have placed that feather right there in my path for me, okay, just to show me, support me, tell me we're here. Don't forget that, okay? It's a reminder. It's a beautiful reminder. I actually suggest you guys do this. I have a little box where I keep all my feathers, so because for me they're just gifts from the divine, from the angels, and of course I always keep them. Anyways, all right, my lovelies. Anyway, so I hope this brought you something positive today, you guys. I hope this resonated with you at heart level. Please know that I do this from my heart, and I hope you feel it. I'm just sending you all my love and so much light to your hearts, to your minds, to your thoughts, to your life. I wish you a wonderful week. Please take good care of yourselves. Remember the guidance the angels have given you today. Embrace it. Go for it. And yeah, and I'll talk to you next week again on Friday. Now I will be coming back next Friday at the same time. And yeah, and I'll meet you soon again. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me again. And take good care of yourself, okay? And I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day. And namaste, you guys. Bye.